we're going to make Marsala ring cookies. It's a really easy recipe, so let's get started. First, you're going to need a large bowl, and what we're going to do is we're going to put 2½ cups of all-purpose flour into the bowl. Now go ahead and add 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and just mix that together with your spoon or your spatula. The next thing you're going to put in is 1 egg at room temperature. So I'm just going to break the egg and just mix it lightly into the flour. The next thing you're going to put in is 1 stick of butter that's been at room temperature, and I cut it up into small chunks. And this is where you're going to need your hand mixer. So I'm going to put a few in at a time of the butter, and that also will mix in with the egg that I've just put in. Now once I add more of the butter, I'll be able to raise my speed a bit more because the flour won't go all over as it starts to crumble together. So I'm going to get to that bottom of the bowl and work the sides well. And now I'm going to put the rest of my butter in. Turn my mixer back on. And again, bringing it all together, it's going to look like a crumble. And I'm going to raise my speed to about medium. Now once you do that, what you're going to put in is actually a 1/4 teaspoon of anise. Now if you don't like anise, you can go ahead and use vanilla or almond extract instead of the anise. Now again, it's a very crumbly mixture. I'll show you what it looks like so far. And the last thing we're going to put in is a 1/2 cup of Marsala wine. And what I do is I actually put very little at a time, because sometimes you're going to use less than a 1/2 cup because you don't want your dough to be too soft. If it ends up being too soft, put it in the refrigerator for an hour or so and then take it out, and it'll be easier to work with. But I like to just use the wine sparingly till I find the consistency of the cookie dough that I want. Now if you don't want to use wine, go ahead. You can actually use apple juice. If you don't want to use wine. Alright, and now I'm just going to kind of check the texture. And with my clean hands, I'm just going to bring it all together. And you can see as I make the dough ball, I have a little bit left over of wine. So I did not use all of the 1/2 cup of the wine. The next thing that you're going to do is you're just going to put some flour onto your board or countertop. And then just put your cookie dough or cookie ball onto that. You're going to need a cookie sheet or a cookie pan. You don't have to oil it. And just take about the size of a walnut out, roll it into a rope, and you want the rope to be at least about 4 inches long. So I'm going to use my tape measure just to give you an idea. And you want it to be about a 1/2 inch thick. So that's 4 inches, and that's about a 1/2 inch thick, as I'm showing you. Now once you make that little log, all you're going to do is stretch it a little bit, and you're going to combine the ends together and pinch them with your fingers, and you're going to arrange them on your cookie sheet, and you're going to place them at least about a 1/2 inch away from to an inch apart. So again, just roll out your little rope, 4 inches, 1/2 inch in thickness. Just stretch it out a little bit, bring your ends together, seal and press them together. Round it off if you need to make it look like a little ring, and then just place them on your tray. Now you're going to get about 24 cookies if you make the walnut size ball, and we'll do just one more. Roll it out to 4 inches, 1/2 inch thick, and then we'll just make it into a circle, and we'll seal it at the end. So they come out and look like little rings. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place this in an oven at 375, and you're going to bake them for about 20 minutes till they're a golden brown. Once they come out and you've cooled them, you're going to need some powdered sugar in a bowl or in a plate. And I went ahead and baked some to show you. This is exactly how they'll come out, like this. They're very light to cookie. They're really best with coffee or tea. Now once that you cool them off on your rack, just have a bowl of powdered sugar and take the ring and just roll it in that, tap out the extra, and you'll be able to serve them, and they'll look like this. So there you have it, Marsala ring cookies. Hope you like this one. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and please subscribe.